Hi, my name is Derrick Young, and this is my man cave. First thing we have is an autograph Dynasty banner signed by Joe Montana. The second one we have is a Villanova National Championship banner. It's not signed yet. I'm from Philadelphia, so I intend to work on that. The next one is another Dynasty banner signed by several players from that team from 74, 75. Hall of Famer Bobby Clark, Reggie Leach. We got Bernie Parrott, Dave the Hammer Schultz, Bill Barber, as well as a lot of other ones. This is one of my favorites right here. This is signed by the 76ers banner, signed by Dr. J, Bobby Jones, and Maurice Cheeks. And I'm going to tell you a little story about that in just a short minute. Now, this is one of my best things that I own. It is a frame jersey signed by Hank Aaron. The 8x10 that's in the frame is signed by Hank Aaron. That's a good picture of him. Now there is a banner that is missing. It's because it's my Eagles banner. It's getting signed by Nick Foles. It should be coming back hopefully this week. And then we have some autographed 8x10s of Carl Hubble, the man Mickey Mantle, and this is a signed book by Mike Singletary. And then we have a baseball glove signed by Jim Tomei. And this is another dedication to Philly sports. We have the championship rings for the 76ers, the Phillies, the Flyers. Don't have one yet for the Eagles. And I have beer steins that has the NBA champions, 1983 for the Sixers, 1980 for the Phillies, and it's signed by Bake McBride and Randy Lurch. Don't have one yet for, oh yes, I do have one, but it's being signed, the Flyer one, by Bobby Clark and Bill Barber and Bernie Parrott. Hopefully it'll be coming back soon. And this is one of my favorite banners out of all of them. This is my Phillies banner that is signed by Pete Rose, Steve Carlton, my man Mike Schmidt, Larry Boa, Greg Lazinski, Bate McBride, Manny Trio, as well as Ryan Howard. You got Jimmy Rollins, along with the rest of them, Charlie Manuel. And then at the top, we have, sorry about the glare, autographed 8x10 plaques of Mike Schmidt, Robin Roberts, Lefty, Steve Carlton, Rich Allen, Pete Rose, and Jim Bunning. Now, I told you a little something about the banner a few minutes ago about I wanted to talk about. I sent a letter to Bobby Clark since he doesn't do signings, and he wrote me back, and I sent him a letter with the pictures of what the banner looked like and who I have already signed it, and he sent back, Derrick, sure, send it, BJ, Bobby Jones. So I framed it because I think that's just a cool piece. Then we have signed Ron Lewis art signed by Warren Spahn, his teammate Eddie Matthews, Hall of Fame great Indians pitcher Bob Feller. And then we come over here, we have a full-size bat signed by Stan the Man Musial. And that is just one of the nicest signatures. No fading whatsoever. Love that bat. And a couple of years ago at a meet and greet, met with Fergie Jenkins. He gave everybody a 5x7 autographed by him. Plus, he let you bring in an item and he'll sign it again. Then we have this book by Pat Summitt that is signed by her. If I can get it. She's deceased. She's one of the best coaches of all time in women's basketball. This item right here is probably the most expensive one that I own. It is a mostly Hall of Fame signed glove, and we're going to go over the people who are on it. We got Joe DiMaggio, which is very rare. We have Brooks Robinson, Carl Yastrzemski, Luke Appling. Pete Rose was not originally on the glove, but I sent it off to get signed. And that is one of my favorite ones, is Hank Aaron. He was not originally on it, and I sent it to Waukesha Sports out of Wisconsin, and they even took a picture of him signing this glove. So I really love this glove, and Hank Aaron is one of my first idols growing up. Then we got his teammate Eddie Matthews, Ralph Kiner. We got Johnny Mize, Bobby Doerr, and I know it's hard to see this, but that's Joe Morgan. It's a little fading. And then we got Mike Greenwell, and then we turn it over. First person we have on this side is Sandy Koufax, and if you turn around, we have Willie Mays, which is very rare to find him on a signed glove. Whitey Ford, Reggie Jackson, Billy Herman. Then we got Billy Williams. Turn it around a little bit. We got Bob Boone, Hall of Famer Monty Irvin, Bob Gibson, right there, Mark Davis, and then we have Warren Spahn, Robin Roberts, Bob Feller, Rick Farrell, Frank Robinson. If you come down here, it's fading a little bit. Indians, Hall of Famer Lou Boudreau. Then we have at the top Harmon Killebrew and Lou Brock, who literally just passed away yesterday. Glad to have him on his signature on this glove. Then we have Juan Marichal, and then if you keep turning, we have Willie McCovey, passed away a few years ago. Then we have Willie Stargell. And then you come over here, you have Eddie Murray, the Hall of Famer. Bill Madlock on that one right there. Keep turning, and then we have Duke Snyder. And I think I missed one no I didn't. That's everybody's on that glove right there. In between them, I have a signed baseball by Warren Spahn and Hank Aaron. And the next glove is one of my favorites too. This is a St. Louis Hall of Fame theme glove. It has Stan Musial, Bob Gibson, Ozzie Smith, Ted Simmons, Whitey Herzog. Like I said earlier, Lou Brock, who just passed away yesterday, and Orlando Cepeda. Now, growing up in Philadelphia, the man was literally one of my best heroes, which is Mike Schmidt. And I have one section just for him, a signed 8x10. Now, this is very rare. This is a personal model glove of Mike Schmidt. And as you can tell, he had only signed 950 of these gloves. So I'm very happy I have 3 of them. This one I display at my job. We also have a signed Mike Schmidt book. I might not be able to get it because of this. I'll move it for a second. Let's see here. Clearing the bases. Oh, that's his signature right there. So this is my little dedication to the man Mike Schmidt. If you move down, we have another autographed glove, and I'm going to turn it around a little bit. The first person is Trevor Hoffman. Then we have Hall of Famer Orlando Cepeda, Raleigh Fingers, Burt Blyleven, Bill Mazeroski. We got Jim Palmer. We have Goose Gossage. And in the center, if I'm not mistaken, we have Billy Williams, Bob Gibson, and Lee Smith. Now, before we go to the ball, we're going to go to the glove. And then we have a 300 wins glove that is signed by Don Sutton, Phil Necro, Nolan Ryan, Warren Spahn, and that one right there is Gaylord Perry. And if you look a little bit harder past it, it's a very faded signature of his. So I sent it to the Philly show last year to get him to re-sign it. Steve Carlton, come to the side a little bit. Tom Seaver, who literally just passed away last week. And then last but not least, Early Wins, signatures right there. Now, we have this baseball, which is probably one of the rarest things I own too. This is signed by 12 of the 20 300 game winners. On the center cut is Nolan Ryan. And then if you turn, we have Gaylord Perry and Randy Johnson. Turn it over again, Don Sutton, Phil Necro. And then if you turn it just a little bit more, Steve Carlton, Tom Seaver, Tom Glavine, and Greg Maddox. And I think there's one more panel that we have not seen. Warren Spahn, Early Win, and the last signee is Roger Clemens. Got him at a golf tournament earlier this year. He was the last person that had to be, signed the ball. Very proud of this ball. So I'm going to put it back. At the bottom, we have another glove. This is one of my favorite autographs. It's by Andre Dawson. I met him 3 years ago at a meet and greet. And I will keep this glove no matter what. We also added Raleigh Fingers, Jim Rice, Juan Marichal, Brooks Robinson, Steve Carlton, one of my heroes growing up in Philly, Tony Perez, him too. And then we have Pete Rose, the man. And last but not least is Fergie Jenkins. He's the second person I met at a meet and greet 2 years ago. And like I said, I'll never sell this glove. And the last glove we have is signed by Andre Dawson. And if I turn it around, it is also signed by Joe Black and Hall of Famer Louis Aparicio. If you turn it a little bit more, Goose Gossage. Now we're gonna go to some of the 8x10s I have in my office. The first one is Bob Gibson, the Hall of Famer, St. Louis. 7-time Winston Cup champion, Jimmy Johnson. Come across, then we have the late great Duke Snider that played for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Ernie Banks, Mr. Cub. Then if you go a little bit farther, we have the all-time championship winner for men's basketball. That's John Wooden. And then one of my personal favorites, 8x10s, is Mike Schmidt and Pete Rose. Then we have 8x10 of Pele. And we also have Michael Phelps, probably the best Olympian of all time, and one of the best left-handed pitchers of all time is Warren Spahn. And this is my little man cave. I appreciate you taking time to watch it, and thank you.